What happened to Jimin this August is not an isolated incident. In fact, it follows a familiar pattern: a sensational claim, an easily shareable image, and newly created accounts amplifying the story until it trends. Digital analysts call this narrative seeding. It starts with a small lie planted in a corner of social media and then strategically boosted to look organic. For Jimin, the lie was simple. Army used pizza to bribe orphans for votes. Why does this tactic work so well? Because it weaponizes two things people care deeply about: children and fairness. The idea that vulnerable kids could be exploited, even in something as harmless as an award show, is emotionally charged. It doesn't matter if it's true or not, the outrage spreads faster than fact checks. And yet, within hours, Army's global network turned the tables. No fandom in the world is as organized or as relentless as BTS's Army. The moment the rumor hit trending lists, Army detectives jumped into action. They reverse searched to the image, traced it to Pinterest, and compiled threads exposing the coordinated troll accounts. Some even discovered links between these accounts and previous smear campaigns against BTS, suggesting that the same group might be behind multiple attempts to discredit the band. Army's ability to mobilize has long been a subject of media fascination. From flooding racist hashtags with fan cams, to raising millions for charities, to breaking streaming records overnight, Army has repeatedly shown that they are more than a fandom. They are a digital movement. In this case, their quick response not only protected Jimin's image, but also flipped the scandal into a symbol of solidarity. Interestingly, Jimin himself has not commented on the controversy. Known for his humility and emotional honesty, fans wondered if he would address the rumors during a live stream or Weverse post. But so far, he has remained silent. For many Army, this silence is powerful in its own way. Jimin doesn't need to fight lies. He lets his music, his sincerity, and his heart speak louder than rumors ever could. Indeed, his song Who continues to chart globally. His VMA nomination stands strong, and his presence at BTS's reunion events has been nothing short of magnetic. If the smear campaign was meant to distract from his success, it failed. Still, the question remains: why do idols like Jimin face so many baseless attacks? The answer is tied to fame itself. When an artist becomes a symbol of hope, of pride, of excellence, they also become a target for rivals, trolls, and even opportunistic influencers. Tearing down someone at the peak of their career is the fastest way to generate attention. Jimin, with his golden voice, his impeccable dance, and his reputation as one of the kindest idols in the industry, embodies a level of perfection that some find threatening. Jealousy breeds rumors, an industry insider said. The more successful Jimin becomes, the more attempts will be to tarnish him. It's the price of being loved by millions. If anything, this August scandal may have done the opposite of what its creators intended. Instead of weakening Jimin's image, it reminded the world just how powerful Army is when it comes to protecting their idols. By August 21st, fan-led hashtags defending Jimin had surpassed 2 million posts worldwide. Articles in major outlets fact-checked the claim, proving it false, and discussion shifted from "Did Army cheat?" to "Why are people trying so hard to smear Jimin?" Once again, Army had turned an attack into a rallying cry. As the MTV VMAs draw closer, anticipation builds. Will Jimin take home the award for Best K-pop? Or will the controversy linger in the background of what should be a celebration of his artistry? One thing is certain: this incident has only strengthened the bond between Jimin and his fans. When the lights dim and the stage glows, the focus will not be on a fake photo of pizza, but on a man who has overcome whispers, doubts, and hate simply by staying true to himself. And in that silence, in that unshakable grace, Jimin may have already won something greater than a trophy: the proof that his legacy cannot be touched by lies. This is not the first time BTS, or Jimin in particular, has been targeted with malicious rumors. Since their debut in 2013, the group has faced everything from baseless plagiarism accusations to manufactured scandals designed to undermine their credibility. In 2018, Jimin himself was falsely accused of being rude at a red carpet event after a video clip was deliberately edited to remove his bow of respect. In 2020, he became the subject of fake dating rumors spread by anonymous forums, which were later debunked. Each time, the pattern was the same. A small piece of manipulated evidence was used to ignite mass controversy online. But here's the reality. Each attack only seemed to make BTS stronger. Instead of destroying their image, the rumors highlighted the resilience of both the group and their fans. And in 2025, history is repeating itself once more. Scrolling through X, Instagram, and Weverse after the pizza orphanage scandal, one thing became clear. ARMY wasn't just fact-checking, they were emotionally rallying around Jimin. One fan wrote, "Jimin has always been the light for so many of us. When people try to dim that light with lies, we shine brighter for him." Another posted a video of Jimin's tearful speech during BTS's 2020 online concert when he promised he would always do his best for ARMY. The caption read, "He never gave up on us, so why would we give up on him now?" For ARMY, defending Jimin isn't just about winning a social media war, it's about gratitude, loyalty, and love for someone who has given them strength during their darkest times. Part of the reason this rumor spread so widely is because all eyes are on Jimin right now. His solo track, Who, remains one of the most streamed songs worldwide this summer. He is a frontrunner for the 2025 MTV VMA Best K-Pop Award, a category stacked with heavy competition. He's been spotted multiple times in Los Angeles with fellow BTS members, fueling excitement about the group's full comeback in 2026. His brand reputation ranking for August 2025 placed him at number 4 overall among all Korean celebrities, proving his continued influence. When someone is shining that brightly, the shadows always try to creep closer. This controversy was not random. It was strategically timed to coincide with Jimin's moment of triumph. Interestingly, HYBE, BTS's agency, has not issued a statement about the rumor. Some fans are frustrated by this, arguing that idols should not have to carry the burden of false accusations alone. Others believe that silence is the best policy, as engaging with trolls only gives them more attention. But for Jimin, silence is more than strategy, it's survival. As an idol who has spoken candidly about his struggles with self-esteem and mental health, Jimin knows the weight words carry. By refusing to engage, he is choosing not to give power to the lies. For some fans, however, the scandal brought back painful memories of how idols can be relentlessly attacked by misinformation. "Every time something like this happens, I worry about his heart," one longtime fan shared on Weverse. Jimin has always been sensitive, and I hope he knows that none of us believe the lies. Others echoed the sentiment, turning their frustration into motivation. Fan bases organized mass streaming parties for Jimin's music, voting campaigns for the VMAs, and charity donations in his name. What began as a rumor soon transformed into a wave of positive action. Beyond the scandal itself, this episode highlights the immense pressure BTS faces as they prepare for their 2026 comeback. Every move they make is magnified, every silence interpreted, every rumor dissected. And yet, that scrutiny only proves their unmatched cultural relevance. No other K-pop group or global artist generates this level of attention, both positive and negative. For Jimin, surviving this ordeal with dignity may set the tone for what's to come, a new chapter for BTS, one defined not by defending themselves from lies, but by reclaiming the narrative through music, unity, and truth. In the end, the so-called orphanage pizza scandal was nothing more than smoke and mirrors, a fake photo, a coordinated smear, and a failed attempt to damage the reputation of one of K-pop's brightest stars. Instead of weakening him, it reminded the world why Jimin is so beloved. His silence became strength, ARMY's defense became louder than the hate, and the story turned from accusation to admiration. When the lights dim at the 2025 MTV VMAs and Jimin's name is called among the nominees, fans won't remember a fake photo. They'll remember how they came together to protect him, how he stayed strong, and how once again, love triumphed over lies.